Well, spit it out before you burst.
Thompson. What happened to him?
Dunno, never worked together again.
Maybe because you whooped his ass to make yourself feel better.
Guy was a vulture, out to use Alt from the start. When Arasaka flatlined her, man, for him that was sprinkles, with the cherry on top. Fuck, he would have killed her himself if they hadn't, just for his cockrod story.
The recording. What did Thompson do with it? It ever get released?
Fuck no.
Wow. Were you going for Douchebag of the Year?
The fuck you going on about? Let's
Alt.
get out of here.
You always treat her like shit.
Don't you fucking mention Alt. Shit, you must have been watching some other flick. I took down Arasaka fucking tower for her.
And I'm wondering why. I mean, you told her you two were nothing. You told her you cared about her as far as the end of your cock.
Didn't you fucking hear what she said to me? Could've just left, but no, had to break my balls first.
Just trying to wrap my head around it. You went to rescue her because you actually cared about her? Felt you had unfinished biz? Or was it just another excuse to go at Arasaka?
Guess.
It ever occur to you she might have been right?
No, it hasn't. She was manipulative, had an agenda.
Oh, haven't changed a bit.
What's that supposed to mean?
Looking at it now with 20/20 hindsight, nothing occurs to you.
No, but this is a bit of a deja vu. You're as bad as she was. Can't understand why you can't just fucking drop it.
Because you're planning a reunion? You want to ask Alt for help? And Johnny, you're no solo act. Could have told me earlier about Alt.
What the hell for? I didn't know how to find her, neither did you.
Would have made things just a little easier, knowing who we were looking for. So how the hell you expect Alt to help us? I saw her get decommed.
She didn't die. She got out. Escaped.
Well, looked to me like...
She fled into the net.
You're pushing bullshit. Heard more than my share of tales about runners who ran off to Never Never Netland. Just never thought you'd be the next to tell me one.
Don't need you to believe me, long as you do exactly what I say.
When'd you find out?
When she made contact a little later.
And? What did she say?
That she was a captive in the Arasaka subnet. But they couldn't hurt her. And she told me not to come looking for her.
What? Why?
This one time she wanted me to just let it go. 'Cause enough people had died for nothing already.
So, what did you do?
Got my hands on 2 thermonuclear charges.
Then headed back to Arasaka Tower. How do you know Alt's still around? It's been half a century, which you've spent cloistered in Mikoshi. Netwatch could have hunted her down years ago.
Oh, they tried, believe me, but their tiny corporate brains can't handle a free AI that knows how people think. They were busy looking for her in the Crystal Palace while she was building the Ghost City for King Tao.
And Rogue went with you. Again.
I paid her well.
Said it yourself, she was the best. Had her pick of contracts. But for some strange-ass reason, she took a job from a rocker with a death wish. A rocker, forever getting his ass beat by Arasaka.
Different times, kid. Back then, mercs didn't normally sell out to corpse. All you had to do was yell, "Let's fuck up Arasaka," and every last one of them jizzed their pants. Rogue included.
Voodoo boys think they know where she is. Beyond the Black Wall.
Where nobody can touch her.
And Brigitte's primed to go there. Break through. Just to contact Alt. Talk to her.
Too much for our little pro.
Sure felt like more than a moment. Saw a good chunk of Johnny's life. And Alt.
It is possible. Data connected to Alt are linked to a strong memory trace in the construct. Very strong. These memories must have evoked a powerful emotional response, then projected onto your consciousness.
Emotion, yeah. Plenty of that. Construct, what kind of shape's it in?
Enough data is uncorrupted to convince Alt it is authentic.
What the hell's that mean? So, did it work?
Yes, we extract the necessary fragment of Silverhand's engram. We are ready now to make contact with Alt. First, we must dive deeper. Beyond, there are no borders. Beyond the Black Wall. Few have gone through to another side, and none have yet returned. She will be the first.
So, actually, you got no idea what's beyond that thing.
But we will know soon.
In these shapes I'm seeing.
Wild, unfettered AI, searching for a passage.
I held up my end of our deal. Your turn. Before you pass through that wall, I want Johnny's psyche removed.
We will not pass through. You will take the code to the other side.
Fuck. Might have guessed. Never had any intention of helping me, did you?
It does not matter anymore. You will bring all to its end.
Don't got much for options, do I?
Ale.
How do I get to the other side? Brigitte? Alt?
Johnny. You cannot remain here.
Alt Cunningham.
Alt? What's going on?
We will talk here.
Relax. Let me handle this.
Johnny,
Came through the Black Wall to meet me. That mean we're good? Things are chill between us?
I have recognized your engram code, but I do not know why you are here.
To give you a chance to pay me back for getting you out of Arasaka Tower. V, this is Alt. Best net runner Night City's ever seen. Alt, this is V. You need to save her life.
What did you do with Brigitte? She's still alive?
Yes, but she is not needed at the moment. What do you want?
The chip, the relic. It's killing me. Construct on it's worming its way through my neural system.
I see this. But why is it my problem?
Why the fuck isn't it? You created Soul Killer. You handed Arasaka a fucking super weapon that dismantled me, you, and half the runners in Night City.
Your death was of your own making.
Jesus, Alt, I dove in after you. Gonna tell me now this ain't your problem?
It is not. The Alt Cunningham you strove to save in Arasaka Tower no longer exists. This should be obvious to you, as you were responsible for her death.
Your death wasn't Johnny's fault.
How could you know?
Seen you in his memories. It was an accident.
What you saw was his subjective view of what happened. A warped account of events he locked away in his subconscious and replayed time and again. It bears no resemblance to the truth.
If you're not Alt, who are you?
I use her engrammatic data.
Really? You find this icy bitch aspect in there too?
Mind unloading this baggage later? Wasn't sure what to expect from a meeting with an AI, but sure wasn't a digital spat.
How's that help me exactly?
Well, it didn't make it any worse. Okay, I get it. You hate Johnny's guts, but what about me?
I cannot help you.
Can't or won't?
Can't. To attempt to do so, I would need access to more advanced technology.
What? But it's your tech. You created Soul Killer.
The program I created has little in common with how Arasaka has since repurposed it.
Fine, so how about Mikoshi? That advanced enough for you?
If I could gain access to Mikoshi, it would cease to exist.
Good, we can work with that. We'll get you inside Mikoshi and you'll help V, deal?
Best runner Night City's ever seen can't bust into Mikoshi on her own?
I am a well-known threat there. They have a layer of black ice with my name on it. Literally.
Kinda like a custom-made prison jumpsuit.
I refuse to be caged in there ever again.
What can you do for me, exactly?
With the Soul Killer resident inside Mikoshi, I will create a construct of you, then disentangle your neural network from Johnny's. I shall then inject your engram back into your mortal form.
So, you'll save my life, but flatline me along the way.
Your consciousness, neural engrams, will be recorded as data. The rest will cease to exist.
The rest?
The soul. I did not grant the program its name, but Soul Killer does precisely what it promises to do.
Christ, I don't want to listen to this bullshit. V just hops back into her body, right? Nothing changes.
Everything changes. You know this well.
Great, so we got a plan.
But how will you reach Mikoshi? I've created armies that failed to breach it.
They were children of the net. There's your problem. We're banking on the human factor. We'll crack a window, slip you into Mikoshi.
Johnny embellishes, in case you hadn't noticed. You don't trust him, which is fine. But you have my word we'll slip you inside Mikoshi while keeping you out of harm's way.
I believe this human factor and I have things in common.
So, we agreed?
Yes, we are agreed. Find a path into Mikoshi. I shall prepare a program to help you navigate the local net.
How will I contact you once I'm ready?
This is a BES address. It will be our secure communication channel.
Voodoo boys, what about them?
They shall let you pass unharmed. Those were our terms.
So you managed to survive.
Be interesting to see how your deal with Alt works out. Won't be easy to dupe her. And I'm not sure you guys know another way to operate.
You dare now to lecture me?
think I'd rather give you your due. That'll have a better shot.
Enough. Alt can protect you in her realm, but here and now, you are in mine.
Think I'll be all right anyway.
Tutti koto caché, ubi ma fortuno paswa. Tu y esta lo fría.
죽어도 소티야.
Dévorez-nous! sans Pam! C'est sans l'abîme!
Run, tête-nous!
Look. Hey, look. See that? Fuck those cunts.
You watching a story on the Arasakas and narrating porn?
Gee, aren't you funny? Look around. Look what they've done to this hood.
Whatever you gotta say, say it. Got something eating at your code, that's clear.
Been trying to learn how you're wired this whole time. To know who I'm dealing with. Thought you were just unlucky at first, but I kept watching and finally realized what your problem is. Always been a corpo cog, a replaceable part. Once Sokka booted you out, stripped you of perks, best you could hope for was to be a scav exterminator.
You're a dick, you know?
And you're a cunt. Maybe we'll fit together after all.
Sure seem to know a lot about my past.
Well, seen flashes of your past, just like you've seen flashes of mine.
Honestly, I'm scared of the day I'll start seeing your memories as my own.
Shit. If it's a two-way street, I'll somehow have to live with the fact that I let Deshaun best me. Fuck me over.
How you
So,
find life under my
ready?
skin?
Well, most things are either too big or too small. Not to mention the clusterfuck that are your hormones. And the lag between sight and touch. Infuriating. When you take a bite of pizza, it takes ages before I know you fucking burn the roof of your mouth. Plus, used to be 5 minutes wouldn't pass before I had a fresh cig in my hand. Now I'm itching for nicotine. Getting used to it, I guess. But it's no fucking picnic.
Listen, will I notice the change? Or is it one of those things where I'll wonder why I ever feared it?
Worst thing you can do to a human. Rip their identity out of them. That's all I know.
Can you just tell me what you want? What you really want?
Help me settle my score against Arasaka. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Not having control. You can't stand it. Seeing some things are out of your hands.
Don't be ridiculous, V.
Whole world used to revolve around Silverhand. Now, no one gives a shit.
Okay. I'll tell you why I want to destroy Arasaka, but I'll only tell you once. Want to hear it?
All right.
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets. Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls.
Might be right. Can't really argue with you there.
V, I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side or out of nostalgia for an America gone by. This war's a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. You still don't see it, but you will one day.